What do we do in the face of disaster?
There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked.
In the 1950s, students watched videos preparing them for atomic bombs.
Hey, Bert, come on out and meet all these nice people, please. Oh, all right. We really can't blame you. You see, Bert is a very, very careful fellow. When there's danger, this is the way he keeps from being hurt. We all know the atomic bomb is very dangerous.
But we rarely expect traumatic, horrifying events. And when faced with them, we're often unsure how to respond. Emergency plans rarely include the aftermath of things. The materials, the objects sent to impart sympathy, help, grief. Greg Ulmer discusses monuments, particularly how they're changing in a electorate society. What are the meanings of our material monuments and items? Roadside memorials are common after car accidents, for example, and states have different regulations on these. After many types of tragedy, mourners will set up homemade shrines and makeshift memorials, meant to capture the lives of real people, our friends, families, shared in public spaces. You might see flowers, crosses, stuffed animals. There's beauty and nostalgia and remembrance in these object memorials, but an uncertainty of when it's time for them to be removed. And items are sent to communities after disaster. After the horrifying shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012, the community was faced with torrents of mail, toys, stuffed animals, books. More than $11 million and approximately 72,000 stuffed animals were donated, but the amount of donations quickly exceeded the capacity of the community. The amount of mail shut down the regional sorting facility for the local post office. Since then, many of the items sent to the small town have been put into archives, some material but mostly photographs of those items within digital archives, using the internet to memorialize grief. An example of how, through the internet, monuments become a primary site of self-knowledge, as Ulmer discusses. Temporary memorials are often set up in the face of tragedy, but we rarely think about what's next for those things, or who will be taking down the material remnants of grief.